Hello, anybody there? Anybody joining me? It's Friday, 6 o'clock, and it's Richard live. You probably haven't had the notification, but I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Two people. Hi, Mark. How are you? You okay? Hi, Nettie. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm here all alone this week. Yes, Paul's away. I don't know whether he's moderating from afar, but yes, I'm all alone. Hello there, Daisy Debs. Hello, Dojo Allotment. Hello, Zachary. Yes, I'm very well, thank you, Mark. I'm very well. As I've just said, hi, Mark. Other Mark. Yeah, I'm here alone this week. Yes, I'm alone. Hold on, I'm just getting comfortable. I tell you what, it's gone really grey outside. I think we're going to have a poor... Hold on. Oh, that's better. Just need another cushion. You see, another cushion. 12 people. Hello, Greta. Thanks for joining us. I was just saying it's going very dark outside. Thank goodness for studio lighting. Otherwise, I'd disappear. It's sunny in Kent, Sarah. Well, it was sunny here earlier. The past sort of hour or so, it's gone quite dark grey out there. Lovely, stormy. I tell you, if there's a storm, I'm off to video it, to make my fortune on YouTube. So it's Friday night. It's all lovely. I look suntanned. Oh, that's good. I caught a little bit of sun in Guernsey when we were away. It was quite nice weather, and I did a smidgen of sunbathing. Just a smidgen, because I don't normally, because one doesn't want to age too rapidly. You see? One wants to preserve one's skin for as long as possible. My mother, at my age, which is when she died, had skin like leather. She was a sun worshipper, and she was always in the sun, completely ruined her skin. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to preserve. Hello, Liz, in the middle of the supermarket doing a shop. Well, how modern. How modern. How lovely. Hi, Angie. Hi, Pag. Hi, Christine. Hi, Marion. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us, or me, should I say, because I'm all alone. All alone. But I wanted to share what I got today. Look, my new turtle dove gloves, my teal gloves. They're a sort of, I don't know, the same color as the sofa, actually. My teal gloves, my new ones, because my old ones fell apart. And Paul lost one of them for me and then refound it. It was being retained by a bush in a car park. I know, amazing. So I thought, you know, by the time 2 days had elapsed and we found the second glove, I'd already ordered 2 new pairs. So there we go. Paul is in Cwmbran, which is Wales. He's on one of those, you know, social farms and gardens things. What are they called? Conferences or whatever it is he goes to. That's what he tells me anyway. I don't know. He could be doing anything. I don't know. So yeah, he's there, but he may be, I don't know what his schedule is, so he may join us. I don't know. You're in a multi-story car park, Ray. Amazing. Isn't technology wonderful? We've got people in the shops, people in car parks. God knows where you're watching, but you're watching, and that's wonderful. I'm delighted. Hello, Roslyn. Hello, Brian. Welcome. Welsh wizardry. Well, I'm not sure about wizardry, but I think he's probably enjoying himself. He likes going on these things. He's always gone away to places on business. He's that kind of person. That's the kind of business he's in. You know, he runs companies and things like that. Things that I have no concept of whatsoever. And neither do I want to. No, I'm quite happy at home chasing ants. Yes, that's what I just said. Chasing ants. We've been invaded. I tell you, I've had fun. First of all, they always come in the front room. So I've spread peppermint oil everywhere. The whole house smells of peppermint. I think I'm high on peppermint. So they're not coming in there now. They're coming in the middle room, having a party, congregating in circles, running around. So I've been chasing them. I've been corralling them with peppermint oil because they hate it, whilst waiting for my ant bait stations to arrive from Amazon, which they did around lunchtime. So I spent all morning hoovering up ants. I tell you, it was like Star Wars. You know, I felt like saying at one point, I can't hold them back. They're coming in too fast, literally. And but now I'm sad to say that they have succumbed to the ant bait station, which will kill them all. I know I'm vegetarian, I do love animals, but I will not live with ants in the house. So there we are. Just as long as he hasn't gone off. No, he hasn't gone off. He wouldn't go off, I tell you. Flea spray. Well, I don't want to spray anything. The ant bait stations, I've used them at work. They go in, they pick up some of the poison and they take it back to the nest, and then they all die. I'm not having them in the house. My conscience is just about clear because, I mean, the thing is they get into food and things and I can't be having that. No. No, 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 no. I will not have creatures invading my house. No. I don't mind spiders. Spiders don't congregate en masse unless they're babies, in which I think they're very sweet. But ants, I mean, that, you know, if you get an ant invasion, there's quite a few of them potentially that could get into your house. I mean, we've got floorboards, so there are cracks. There are cracks everywhere. I feel like Joan Collins in that movie. Them. Is it them or they? No, it's them, where she gets killed by giant, well, she doesn't get killed, but she gets attacked by giant ants. Oh, God, poor Joan, poor me. So anyway, that was my fun day. The rest of my day has been spent pottering around and in my studio recording. In fact, I've been there for probably about 6 hours this afternoon, putting together a new number, a new track for my YouTube videos to give you pleasure. So there we are. Borax and sugar should get rid of them. Well, I'm quite fine using ant bait stations. They are effective. They do work. They get rid of them. We've had them for the past couple of years, every spring and summer, and it drives me insane. Drives me insane. I won't have it. No. So there we go. April is ant month. You always put down bait with borax early in the month. Yeah. Zachary, how long have I been doing YouTube? It's about 1.5 years, I think. Yeah, about 1.5 years. Cinnamon gets rid of ants. I'm not using cinnamon on them, not wasting good spices. Peppermint oil is the best they'll get. They don't like the peppermint oil, it drives them away. But it doesn't really kill them. I need them dead now. I mean, you know, I'm normally very nice to all creatures. I mean, the pigeons poo down my chimney, I let them. It's turned into the local pigeon toilet. I feed the birds in the garden. In fact, I'm feeding the fox today, giving him his mange medicine. He's looking a little bit better, I have to say. He's looking a bit fluffier round the neck, which is good. So, you know, I'm normally quite humane, but I'm sorry. I draw the line at insects invading the house. Look, I'm looking now. I'm scanning. I've turned into a maniac. Anyway, I've got my lovely silky summer trousers on today. They're lovely. I don't know whether you can see them. Can you see them? Well, my silky, lovely trousers, which I had to repair. I had to repair them because they split in the cock region. Sorry, but I just had to say that. They did completely split right at the front. I was quite perturbed, as was the postman. Yes, he didn't get a full flash. But yeah, so I stitched them up and I'm wearing them today and they're lovely and silky and soft because I'm enjoying the new warmth. That's why I'm wearing gloves. It's been cold this afternoon. It's been windy, breezy, Storm Hannah, apparently, this time round. You see, we all got spoiled, didn't we, in February and March? Totally spoiled. Well, hi, Eleanor. Welcome. Well, I wasn't going to feed the fox. I was going to let nature take its course. But he came to the door one day and he looked awful and looked me straight in the eyes as if to say, help me. And Paul got some medicine for him, some mange medicine, and we're putting it onto jam sandwiches, which apparently won't be touched by the other creatures. So that's what we're doing. Yes, Sarah, I got them from a shop in Barmouth from a lovely lady called Bina. But clearly they weren't strong enough for my groin region. So there we go. Jane Kelly, you've got the heating on. Oh, I've got the heating on. Oh, yeah, I've got the heating on too. I know. I don't turn my heating off until the heat wave really kicks in. I'm not going to sit here shivering. No, not at all. There we are. So let me just make sure I've said hello to everybody. Oh no, Sarah. Oh, goodness me. Oh dear, that's horrible. Poor you. Hello, Trina Lee. No, I didn't traumatize the postman. No, I didn't. That was just a joke. I could have traumatized the postman quite easily because I didn't even know they'd split. They're so silky and light. I really didn't know that I was swinging in the wind. Well, it's freezing down here as well. Jane, in the big smoke. Should be warm down here, but it's not. It's not warm at all. It really isn't. It's quite cold, and it's very grey. I was just saying before, very, very grey in the distance. Looking out there, looks like we might have a bit of a storm at some point, and if we do, I'm off to earn some money. Welcome, 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 everyone, Well, we haven't got any smog here. Luckily, it's too windy for smog, I think. We don't tend to get too much pollution in this area. It's not too bad. I had the air tested 2 years ago, and it wasn't too bad down this road. And they've recently introduced a 20-mile-an-hour zone down this road. I've got a huge new sign just outside our house, which looks like a Target. Anyway, Mike wandered around Bargain Booze with a huge split in the back of his shorts. Oh, Jane, you're so kind. Giving everybody a laugh. But is the postman a cutie? I couldn't possibly say, Brian. I couldn't possibly say. We've got a number of postmen in this area. Some of them are temporary. One of them drives the van. And it wasn't him. And there's a young man who drops off the post in the boxes. One of them's nice. I'm not going to say which, because they might be watching. You never know. And besides, that would be, I don't know. No, I'm not going to say anything further. There we are. So, how are you all? Are you okay? Have you had a good day today? Have you got any plans for the weekend? Hello, Gone Potty Gardening. Ooh, we've got all the gardening people in the house today. Shame Paul's not here to discuss gardening things with you. Because I don't discuss gardening things, because I don't know what I'm talking about, really. I do like gardening. Well, do I like gardening? Do I actually like gardening? Come on, Richard. Do you like gardening? Not really. No. And the reason I don't really get into gardening is because within half an hour, my back is in pain, my head is aching, and I just think, oh God, I can't stand this. I get what's called what's it called? Oh God, what's it called? If I bend down too much and exert myself, I get a headache. I don't know why. Doctor said it's called exertion headache. That's what I get. And I get a backache as well. So all that bending, no, it's not good for me. Makes me take drugs. And I don't want to take drugs. Now, decorating. Now, I can do decorating because that's mainly stretching upwards. You see? I love doing the ceiling because I'm stretching out and I can reach most of the ceilings. It isn't finished yet. The room at the top is finished, but the landing just before it, that has got to be done. I was going to be working on the shower room, but I've been too busy chasing ants all day. Yeah. I'm having some water now, okay? Having water, look, from my vase. Lovely. Hello there, Wendy. It's raining and 5 degrees. You see, spring isn't here yet for some people. Still winter. Will we get a summer? That's the thing, isn't it? I do hope we don't. Because a summer means hot, disgusting weather. I can't bear that. I love a typical British summer full of showers and clouds and cold days on the beach with sand in your sandwiches. There we are. Okay, so let me see. You're swimming with friends tomorrow. Lovely, warm water. I'm sure it will help you. Blessings to Ireland as well. Thank you. I'm just making sure I've got everybody because I don't want to miss anybody. New plant babies. Okay. So, Interesting. I moved the jade plant upstairs. That's not getting on very well. It's dropping its leaves and it dropped a branch. So I think it might be too warm for it. The ficus is dropping a few leaves as well, but I think it's just settling in. I think they're a bit temperamental. The other ones are doing fine. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased. But, you know, houseplants they take their time, don't they, to settle in to their new environment. So they can be, you know, houseplants can be a little difficult sometimes, you know. Anything above 23, oh, for me as well, Marion. I can't bear the hot weather. Hate, hate, hate. Don't like it. The best place for me to be on a hot day is in the middle of a forest because it's beautiful. Our front room where I'm sat now, we block the sun off with the shutters and it stays 10 degrees cooler than outside. So that's not too bad. But I just feel drained. I just feel completely drained in the hot weather. In the winter and the spring, I feel alive. I feel full of energy. I feel good. And then summer, it just disappears and I just don't do anything. I think it's such a waste of time, summer. It really is. I think if I had the money, I would migrate to a colder climate. That would suit me fine. Just catching up. You're off to a gig tonight, planning on gardening all weekend. Oh, lovely. Enjoy the gig. I hope it's good. Hello, Benny. It's a local Scottish group that you're seeing. Lovely. Gothic melodramatic pop. Sounds interesting. Lovely. So, plans for the weekend. Plans for the weekend. Paul is back tomorrow, so I'll be cooking something for him. Bit of housework, I think. Back to work on Monday because I had this week off on annual leave, which was really nice. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a magpie. I couldn't see what it was. I thought it was some kind of creature. Well, it is a creature. It's a magpie. I saw a magpie earlier being attacked by other birds. I wonder why that was. It's quite interesting to watch. I was going to video it, but I thought, no, if something happens and one of them gets killed, I won't be very happy. No. There we go. So who else have we got? Ali. Hello, welcome. Summer, it is, Jane. It is. Apart from the fact that obviously, you know, it's a growing season for all the gardeners. In terms of me getting things done, and it's all about me, it's a waste of time. It really is. I can just about manage to do the cleaning once a week. Really, really, no, honestly. There we go. Lovely. They came today. Thank goodness, because I was wondering where they were. Because it took them 3 days to arrive. And when they arrived, there was a yellow sticker on the box saying postage not paid. You owe £2. I thought, I don't know anything. No, it's a good job I didn't open the door when the postman came. So I'm going to have to get in touch with them and tell them that they didn't put any postage on the box. Maybe it was all the sort of fuss around the Easter weekend, estrogen holiday. Did everybody enjoy their Easter holiday? Did you have a good time? Did you eat lots of chocolate and praise the Lord? There we go. Hello, Bill and Val. Welcome. It's just Richard this week. Bill and Val. Paul is away on a jolly somewhere, staying at a Premier Inn in Cwmbran. Yes, lucky him. I'm at home looking after our new pets, the house ants. Well, killing them. That's what I'm doing today. You're on a diet, no chocolate, but you had a fab Easter weekend. Oh, that just reminds me. I've got some Easter eggs in the cupboard. That's my chocolate fix for tonight. Great. What's happening? No chalk trying to squeeze into a long dress for a wedding next week. Good luck. You praise the Easter Bunny. Well, I didn't praise anything because I never do. Certainly not a made-up deity. But I think it's, for me, this time of year, I do love spring. Don't get me wrong. I joke about summer, but I do love spring. And there is a feeling, isn't there? There's the feeling of, you know, expectant growth. And it's kind of, you can just sense it. You know it's there. And I love that fresh green, that real fresh green that you only get in spring. It's so beautiful. Just outside the bush at the front, it's a Calicarpa, a beauty bush. And it just does spectacularly every year. And also our palm tree in the front garden is breaking out in flower. I mean, it's probably got a good few weeks to go, but that, I tell you, it's just beautiful. It really is when it flowers. And they smell. They've got a sort of lily of the valley smell. We can't smell them down here because it's sort of on a level with the bedroom window now. But we can look right onto them and the bees go crazy for the flowers, absolutely crazy. You spent one night at a Premier Inn, 84 quid. Well, you know, Mark, we've stayed in a few and we've had a few deals over the years. And there are some of them that are really quite good. There's one we stay in just outside of Macclesfield when I see my family. And that does a really, really good room, a really good breakfast, always really clean. Staff are really polite and helpful. Great, absolutely great. But we've stayed in other ones and they've been rubbish. I prefer a Premier Inn to Travelodge, you know? I mean, if it's just a room for the night, you know, it's just got to do really, hasn't it? When it's spring, you start singing more. And is that a good thing, Ali? Is that good? You like the shade of green. It's a pashmina. It's nice, isn't it? Matches my eyes. You live near 2 Premier Inns. I find them okay. I think it depends on how they're maintained. And I think it also depends on how the staff are. Oh, sun's coming out. The grey clouds are going over. Didn't rain. Oh, well. The sun is coming out, more light. Don't come out too much, sun. This studio light doesn't need to be overwhelmed, or else you'll all see what I really look like. Some old hag. Oh, that's a bit dazzling, actually. Blah, blah, blah. Can't see the comments now because I'm dazzled by the sun. Hardly any bumbles. Do you mean bumblebees? We've seen a few. I've seen some big ones, some really big ones, flying around like they do because they've got wings. Hello, welcome. Don't worry if you're late. It's not a problem, Minnow. Oh, that's going to be too bright now. I'm going to be completely washed out. Maybe that's a good thing. Bleached out by the sun. Yes. If you start to see cracks appearing, let me know. Oh. I'll get the polyfiller out. I had a really weird dream last night. And this was really strange. It was another one of those coincidences. Hang on a second. I'm just going to have to shut that blind because it's just too bright. It really is. Hold on. Stay there. Stay there. It's coming right in at me. That's better. That's better. Oh, that's better. Oh. Now, I had a really weird dream. Oh, hold on a second. I don't want to split my trousers. So I dreamt that I was sat in front of a mirror and I'd had a facial peel and I was peeling all this dead skin off my face, yeah, in sheets. You know, like when you used to get sunburnt as a child in the 70s before they realized that that could kill you. I was peeling all this skin off, yeah, my whole face, just the top layer, you know, like a chemical peel. And anyway, I woke up and I was having some breakfast this morning, and lo and behold, this video came on about this woman who had disguised herself as an old bodybuilder. And of course, she does the reveal and takes the latex mask off. And that was the first video that I watched this morning, a woman peeling this latex mask off her face. I thought that was really, really strange. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. I know it's a coincidence, but it was really weird. Do you ever have those where you dream about something or see something and then a few hours later it happens, or you see something exactly the same? I find that fascinating. Do you? Let me know. Let me know. Bee flies, Pag, bee fly. Do you remember the bee fly in the garden? And the story I told you about the fly that looked like a bee, and then I looked it up and it was called a bee fly. Yeah, it's fascinating. Lovely. Hello, welcome. Yeah, I've tried that. I've tried to go to sleep, to dream of the lottery numbers, but it's never happened. I've had a few premonitions over the years that have come true. I don't really know how that works, but it does happen. It does happen. I don't think it's anything necessarily spiritual. I think it's just something we don't understand about the nature of time. Because apparently time doesn't exist. That's what I've read recently. Perhaps I should join a gym. That's the funniest thing I've heard all week. I've never been to a gym, ever. Never, ever, ever. And I'm never going to. No. Can I dream that you had a six-pack? I can grant you one, Mark, using my gay powers. There we are, Mark. You now have a six-pack. Look down and admire your body. Oh, Benny, are you going? All right then, Benny. Bye, Benny. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Bye for now. So, there we are. How long have we been going for? 34 minutes. How lovely. I'm not going on all night. Not tonight. I've got ants to kill. Yeah. Well, that's right. I've been reading this. And I mean, I kind of didn't know it. It's, you know, the arrow of time is only perceived because we as observers are prone to entropy. That's right, isn't it? Something like that. And because we observe it, we age. I don't know, something like that. It's all rather complex, but it's very fascinating. But I mean, there must be, I mean, time exists because things are moving round, aren't they? So things have a cycle. So the measure of time is always there because things are moving, aren't they? We're moving around the sun is moving around the galaxy is moving through the universe, blah, blah, blah. I guess. Why am I naughty? Yes, I know, Pag, I know. Deja vu, there's a thing. Oh, well, I thought you were going to educate us, Jane, and let us know what was said. Deja vu. Yes, I've read about deja vu, and I can't quite remember what it is. Oh, I've got something in my eye. Yeah. But there is that thing where, have you ever had a really strong sense of danger? Or a strong sense that you have to get out of a place or a situation as quickly as possible because you feel something bad is going to happen? Have you ever had that? Where all your senses fire off and you literally have to fly, you know, fight or flight? I've had that a few times. Well, you know, I don't mind ants really in their rightful place, which is outside, not in my house. It's not their house, it's mine. Mine and Paul's. Sometimes the brain skips and you process an event twice. Ooh, fascinating. Lovely. I mean, the brain's very, very powerful. Has anybody ever read any books by Oliver Sacks? He's written a few books on the topic of hallucinations in terms of what the brain can do when it malfunctions. I mean, not under the influence of psychedelic drugs, you know, this is purely as a malfunction of the brain. And there was a guy that hallucinated that his wife was a hat. So he couldn't recognize his wife. He saw a hat, basically. Yeah. The brain is very powerful, and we forget this, you know, very, very powerful. The amygdala. Yeah, exactly. When you were a kid, you dreamt a family friend had caught her hand in the car door, and lo and behold, the next day you got a phone call. Wow. I think we do have premonitions, and I think we do sense things. I don't know how it happens. It happens to me, I don't know, certain times of the year, I seem to have weird things happen. It usually seems to happen around the time of autumn, around my birthday. I always have a run of weird things. Don't know why, obviously. If I did, I'd be very clever, but don't know. I don't know why. It's very interesting. Hi, Anthony. Yeah, we had a lovely Easter. Thank you very much. Hope you had a good one too. It's bank holiday soon, isn't it? We've got 2 in May. Yes. Excellent. I lived my whole life from annual leave to bank holiday to annual leave to bank holiday. That's how I plan. And I just love not being at work. I really do. It's been really stressful recently at work. Even though I only do 2.5 days, sometimes it's just too much, you know? It's too full on, even on 2.5 days, and you're constantly on high alert, dealing with other people's stuff, you know? Are you glad it's the end of the week? How's your working week been? How does it feel when you reflect on your working week? Do you feel good about it or think, oh God, I'm so sick of it? No, not near ours, Jane. No, nobody's superglued themselves nearby. We're a little bit out of it. We're not near central London, so we haven't seen any action. Although, good on them, I say, because somebody's got to stand up, you know, and be counted, because the politicians are completely and utterly ignoring everybody when it comes to climate change. They do token bits and pieces, but, you know, yet they're quite happy to spend money on vanity projects. Really annoys me. Like HS2. What's the point? To gain an extra 20 to 40 minutes on a journey? Really? Ridiculous. And Crossrail has been delayed till 2021. It's just crazy. It's just a money pit. Money pit. Ridiculous. Zach, you lost your dog and your mum dreamt that it was going to be behind the bushes in your neighbour's garden, and he was. Wow, amazing. Bill, you've got 6 years till you retire. Wow. God, I've got a long time until I retire. I feel like I'm semi-retired now, to be honest. Well, I am. That's what I like to call it. Okay, bye, Ali. She needs to get more data, doesn't she? You think, how long can you cope with this? Yeah, I know. I think it's crazy that people have to work until they're goodness knows what age, and then have a tiny retirement window before you get some horrible illness and drop dead. Well, it's true. I don't mean to be negative, but it is true. They expect you to work longer and longer and longer. All you are, at the end of the day, you're a number and you're paying tax. I mean, look, they're trying to take away all the benefits from the pensioners now. They're assuming that all pensioners have got loads of money, and they're trying to force everybody into paying a pension, a private pension, if you work. You know, I think it's crazy. It's kind of, they're really dictating things now to people. They don't give you a say. And if you opt out, they enroll you again in 3 years' time without notice. I mean, it's crazy. Don't like it. "21 years to go." Did you know that cakes are classed as a necessity and aren't taxed, while tampons are regarded as a luxury? I know. It's back to front, some things, isn't it? You know, completely back to front. Just crazy, 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 crazy sometimes. Don't get me started on politics, because I don't want to say it, but we haven't left the EU yet, have we? I'm not going to start. No, I'm not going to start. You just received a £3,000 tax rebate. Excellent. Get that money back. You think green suit? It's because I've got green eyes, Anthony, I assume. Green and grey, you see, go together well. Thank you very much for the compliment. I take that. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Brian. Yeah, I know. I mean, what really annoys me is when people win the lottery and they say things like, "Oh, it's not going to change my life. I'm going to still stay in this house that I've been in for 50 years. And no, it's not going to change my life." Or give the money away to somebody else who will use it to change their life and will do good with it. I mean, if I won 50 million, I mean, the majority of it I would probably give away, because you'd want other people to experience the same thing. I mean, you know, if you invest wisely and work out how much you need, you don't need to live like a king. You don't need a private jet. I mean, yes, maybe cabs everywhere, but, you know, you don't need to live in a palace, you know, but upscale a little bit, you know. It's not going to change my, oh, get a life. Really annoys me. No, you couldn't. You'd have to spread it out, you know, you'd have to make sure your family and your close friends were all taken care of, mortgages paid off, bills paid, you know, blah, blah, blah. Nice care homes for your elderly relatives. You know, this is big money we're talking about, you know, but you'd make sure your nearest and dearest were taken care of. And I think that's the fun of it, isn't it? Can you imagine phoning a friend or a family member to tell them that you've just won 50 million? Can you imagine the joy and the excitement that that would generate? A wave of joy would spread through your community. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, I liked that, Jane, when I saw that guy and he said, oh, yeah, it's going to change. Of course, it's going to change your life. You've got to let it change your life. You've got to do something with that money. I'd really love to open a centre for people with disability. Nothing too big, enough to house a few people, but a really good day centre full of great activities, because there's nothing now. They've cut them all in this area. And I'd love to do something like that, you know, maybe with a little recording studio, an artist studio, you know, for art and music therapy and, you know, fun, fabulous things for people to do. Something like that. And you run it as a little business, you know, charity maybe, I don't know. Things like that would be great. Well, I think you'd have to keep calm if you did realize that you'd won. That's my fear, that I'd get so excited that I'd just explode or have, you know, some mischief. There isn't, Sarah. You're absolutely right. I mean, services in Ealing have been really, really cut badly because of austerity from this stupid government. And there's literally, you know, some of the clients I work with, they've literally got nothing to do now. They've got nowhere to go during the day. They just sit at home doing nothing, no stimulation, no education, nothing, no fun. Terrible. It's really bad. Really, really bad. Hi, Anna. Welcome. Yeah, I know. And the shame of it is that there are people in this world who hoard money, you know, who literally hold on to money and aren't, you know, altruistic, or what's the word? Philanthropic, I don't know. You'd love to butterwall. You'd like to buy a wall garden. Oh, okay. Lovely, yeah. Storm's coming, Nana. Yes, I know. Storm Hannah, I believe. I hope she's not too much of a bitch. Oh, yeah, can you imagine? Can you imagine? See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Bye. Now, I'd give my notice. I'd definitely give my notice. I wouldn't leave them in the lurch. And I'd probably be kind and give them plenty of notice, because I wouldn't want to cause a problem. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Do things for other people. do things for your community, do things for your family and friends. You know, we should all do the lottery now. It's Euro Millions tonight, isn't it? I've not done it. I think I might do it tomorrow. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's gamble. Yeah. I'm not condoning gambling. Although I do like an occasional gamble. I do like an occasional scratch card, but very occasional. I, you know, probably spend 10 quid every 6 months, something like that. I'm not a big gambler at all. Well, apparently they named them in alphabetical order. I only found that out recently. I had no concept of that whatsoever. So this is Hannah. So the next one's going to be what? H-I. So it'll be Storm Irene or Iris next, won't it? Something like that. There we go. Yes, I know, Anne. I know. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? I'd love to do that. Yeah. Surprise somebody with a gift of a huge amount of money. Be lovely. Oh, it's female male names. So it'll be male names beginning with I. Irfan. What are male names beginning with I? Erwin, yes. Ian, that's it. Good, good. More of them. Ivan, yes. Ian Ivan. Bye, Bill and Val. Okay, so it's all right. Well, I'm learning lots of things. I didn't know these things. I just thought they named them randomly after some person down the road. Iggle Piggle. Oh, I do like Iggle Piggle. That's nice. That's in the Night Garden, isn't it? Iggle Piggle and what are they called? The Tombliboos. Yeah. Igloo. Idris. Ishmael. Yes, lovely. Iggy. Upsy Daisy. Igor. Lovely. Lovely names beginning with I. Oh dear. Okay, so we've been going for 53 minutes now. What's the time? Where's the time? Oh, yeah, 5 to 7. Lovely. Ignatius. Ignatius. It's lovely. I'm having a vape break now. I like the name Idris, actually. It's nice. What am I having for me tea? Well, Jane, I'll tell you what I'm not having. I'll tell you what I'm not having. I'm not having pumpkin and chickpea curry because I had that on. When did I have that? I had it for lunch. I had it for last night's dinner. And we had it the night before as well. I'm not having that again. There is a portion left, but I'm not having it again. I'm all curried out. It's delicious. It's delicious, but I can't eat another chickpea and pumpkin piece. No. I'm going to have something light for my tea. I think I might have a bowl of soup. Got some tin soup in the cupboard. That's if it's not been raided by ants. I did have a couple of pita breads with me. Curry at lunch was nice, and Paul was very kind making it and leaving a huge amount of it left. But I might have cheese on toast for my tea. Something quick and easy. Cheese on toast with some cherry tomatoes on top. I think so. You want me to do a Vera, love? All right then, love. Have you murdered somebody, love? Because if you have, you know, we'll find out, love. We'll slam you in jail, love. Okay. Is that all right then? That's me Vera for tonight. All right, love. Idris Elba, a real hunk. You know, he doesn't float my boat, Idris Elba, at all. No, he doesn't. He's not Denzel Washington. I tell you who floats my boat at the moment. Jason Isaacs floats my boat. Oh, yeah. I think he's lovely. Absolutely lovely. He's quite mean looking. But there we go. So, as I say, Jason Isaacs. Oh, and that hunk, that absolute hunk. What's his? Jason Momoa, is it? What's his name? He's lovely, isn't he? Beautiful. Beautiful to look at. That brings us on to television, doesn't it? Yes, what are you watching on TV? I'm vaping. Do you want some rings? I have to do it again. Hold on. Dot Cotton. Well, let's maybe go cross-eyed. Marlon Brando. Oh, yeah, he was lovely, wasn't he, when he was young? Yeah, he's very attractive, mean and moody, gorgeous. Rufus Sewell. Yeah, he's okay. Ewan McGregor. I can take him or leave him, really. I mean, you know, I wouldn't know what to do if I was approached by somebody like that. I wouldn't know what to do with them, I tell you. I quite like ordinary looking people as well, you know. I do. Hi, Ronna. Get out of it. Jackie Stallone. She's a stunner, isn't she, Jackie? Absolutely. So, TV, Forensic Files, Minnow. Is she still alive? Poor Jackie. That was a shame, wasn't it? It's a shame when these women turn themselves into monsters. I know. Mark Wahlberg. Yes, he was a very attractive young man. Rain, Thunder and Lightning. Woo! I hope we get some. I'm due another storm video because people are desperate for me to post one. Lovely. She does, doesn't she? Such a shame. And I don't know. What about the worst one? Jocelyn Wildenstein. The Bride of Wildenstein, her nickname. Have you seen her? I mean, this is a great shame. I don't want to disrespect anybody or make fun of anybody's appearance, but she is rather startling to look at. That's all I'm going to say. If you don't know who she is, Google Jocelyn Wildenstein. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So you've got several series on the go. Game of Thrones, Bonding and Flowers. Well, I think it depends on the surgeon, Jane, because I think to get good work, you've got to be subtle. You've got to have just a little bit here and there, just a tiny, tiny jab here and there, just to support the face and plump out those areas that just need a little bit of lifting. No, I've never had anything done ever. Never. And if I had, I wouldn't tell you. I love a good series, Zach. The OA was our recent one that we finished, and we're currently watching Bosch on Amazon, which is excellent, excellent LA detective series, very, very good. Yes, and I haven't had anything done, Anna, ever. Hi, G273 Outdoors. Thanks for joining us. Am I familiar with Genesis Porridge? No, I'm not. The Orville. We watched The Orville and I couldn't quite get into it. He annoys me. That main character just annoys me. Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't say she looks like a cat. I think cats are far too beautiful. She looks like something's gone wrong. This is surgery on surgery on surgery. It's not right. All right then, Jane Kelly. See you soon, love. Have a good weekend. Take care now. So yeah, Bosch. If anybody's not seen Bosch, it's available on Amazon. Really, really good series. Titus Welliver, I think his name is the lead role and the producer. Very, very good. Oh, Grace and Frankie, excellent. Very, very good. Genesis Porridge made himself look like his deceased wife through plastic surgery. What? You see, I think if you're going to alter yourself that much, I think there is an element of mental health that possibly needs to be worked through before you go under the knife. That's how I feel. I mean, I certainly know that with gender reassignment, you know, there's an awful lot of therapy that needs to go on, you know, beforehand. But yes, there you go. Yeah, Wildenstein, absolutely. It's such a shame because she was if you Google her before the surgery, she was a beauty, an absolute beauty. She really was. And she's just really gone a little bit too far. But I think there are some people who've had really good surgery. I know that Jane Fonda's had a little bit and she looks great. So, you know, I think you can have a little bit without it going tits up. There we go. Well, there is that, isn't there? Because, you know, these wrinkles and these saggy bits are the scars of life, aren't they? They are it's the age. It shows that you have got through to your age. Who wants to look 21? I don't want to look 21 again. I don't want to be 21 again. God, the pressure. And, you know, it's causing so many problems for a lot of young people because they've got so many images to live up to. I mean, I'd love to confidently take my clothes off and say, you know, this is who I am. This is my body, take it or leave it. But I don't have the confidence to do it. I don't actually feel satisfied with how I look, not because I look horrific, I don't think, just because I have looked better. I've never had a six-pack, and I've never had huge abs and muscles, but I have looked better. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? Body image. It's you know, you get to your 50s and you've just about accepted who you are in terms of your personality, and then shit, your body's gone south. You missed that comment, huh? Suddenly your nipples are around your waist. Really? Hi, Claire. Welcome. You're very kind. Thank you. Yeah, when you look in the mirror and you can't recognize yourself, you've gone too far. Absolutely. If it's not you looking back, but most of that is irreversible, isn't it? Really. I've got a friend who shall remain nameless who does have a little bit of help here and there occasionally, and she looks great, actually, really good. I really am enjoying being in my 50s because, frankly, the one thing I really like about being mature is that as I get older, I don't give a flying fuck. No, I don't. I mean, I don't mean that in terms of being nice and caring and a good person in society. I mean, when I'm challenged by somebody who's talking through their backside, I now feel confident enough to turn around and say to them, that's bullshit, you know? Whereas I would always be diplomatic and, you know, smooth things out. I feel confident enough to turn around and say, that's bullshit. And that's good. That feels good, actually, you know? Oh, Alexa's talking to herself in the other room. Either that or somebody's broken in. Alexa, was that you? That was weird. That was really weird. There was a voice coming from the other room. Maybe the ants have grown huge and are now turning into people, ant people. Maybe it was something in the ant bait station that's turned them into giant ants, and I'm going to turn into Joan Collins in a minute and fight them off. Rise of the Machines. Yeah. Bad language. Well, I mean, that wasn't too bad. Bullshit. I didn't say. I swear to God, she's talking to herself in the other room. Why does this happen? She's frightening me now. I think she's possessed. Well, you know, I guess it's wrong to say not caring, because I do like to think of myself as relatively caring and relatively nice person, but there's so much crap around, you know, people talking about absolute rubbish. You know, you've got to challenge these things sometimes because people, I don't know, think that they are speaking a truth when they're not. You've got to call it out, don't you think? Yeah, they're good, aren't they? I'm loving them too. I've got to try and keep these ones nice because I absolutely ruined the other ones by probably wearing them too much. I actually bought two pairs. I bought teal and replacements for my grey ones. Yeah. Well, you know, Karina, I've always had a little bit of a reputation for being quite frank and quite honest. But I had to learn as a young person that that wasn't always the best policy. And you have to try and, you have to treat different people in different ways sometimes. Some people aren't the kind of people that like to be approached head on. So you have to sort of approach them from the side a little bit. You sometimes have to be diplomatic. There are certain situations and circumstances that require a certain way of behaving. You have to learn that. I've done that. And actually, more often than not, it hasn't got me anywhere. And that doesn't mean I'm going to turn into the bitch from hell. But what it means is that when I hear something that really, really doesn't sound right, that is BS, I challenge it. That's it. And I try to do it in a positive way, because I don't want to get stressed about stuff. I don't want to live with that kind of stress where I'm challenging people all of the time. But I just sort of I'm adopting a different approach now, because you know what? When you get to your 50s, you realize that you've got less time left probably than you've already had. Really. So you've got to start making that time count and not take any bullshit. There we go. You can speak the truth respectfully. It depends on who you're speaking it to as well. If somebody's being a complete idiot, then very often there's absolutely no point in challenging them, because they won't take it from you. But if somebody looks as though they can be steered towards a better way of thinking, let's put it that way, then if the opportunity is there, go for it. Do it. Spread your whatever. Yeah, I really hate it when people kind of say things and you think that's just not true, or they're factually incorrect. And it's like, in this day and age, you can't kind of get away with lying or embellishing things beyond the truth, because the truth is kind of to hand, isn't it now? We can look things up, we can research. I mean, okay, not everything on the internet is true, I'm not saying that, but a lot of it is factual, and we can research now, can't we? So it's good to know your facts. I said something the other day on the Wiley Wednesday video about Americans spelling Wiley with an E, because I thought I'd read that. And actually, I found out I was wrong. And I was mortified to think, I got that wrong. Why did I get it wrong? I thought I'd researched it. And things like that really annoy me. I always like to get my facts right. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get it wrong. So you just have to hold your hands up and say, hey, I was wrong. Thanks very much for putting me right. And that's the right way to do it, but not everybody can take that kind of criticism, can they? I don't take criticism well if it's not dressed up in the right way. Because I was a trainer, we were always taught to give feedback the right way. So very often they take the sandwich approach, they call it. So if you're going to give feedback to somebody, give them positive feedback first, then give them the negative feedback, and then give them another piece of positive feedback. And that sets the situation up in a really positive way. And they're much more likely to take it from you, because you started on a positive and you ended on a positive. Yeah. So there you go. Okay. Oh, okay, Karina. Yeah. Yeah. I get that totally. I work in the learning disability field and have done for 12 years. I'm a receptionist. So I'm very familiar with people with autism. I work with a guy a day and a half a week now because I'm part-time with autism, and he can't pick up on certain visual clues. So yes, I get that. Gay, hi. Yeah, 12 years, darling. 12 long years. I know. Yeah. I know. I can't believe it myself. I said I'd do 2 years there. 10 years later. Yeah, it's not been bad. I mean, we've had our ups and downs there at Green Lane, but most of it's been pretty good. It's just the laborious nature of the job, really, doing the same thing day in, day out. That gets a bit tedious, really. It does. So I'm having some water. I need water. I need lubrication. You see? There we are. Cheers. A poo sandwich? What? What on earth was that? Have we had a couple of trollops join the room? Oh, bless them. They can't help themselves, can they? Saying silly things when they think it actually bothers me. It doesn't bother me. Because you know what? Even with thumbs down, it's still traffic. Yeah. And YouTube likes that. Oh, yeah. And I can ban you anyway. And you will be banned. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. Well, I never used to call it that. We just used to call it, good feedback. Okay, you're so bored with your job. I think anything gets boring after a while, Yeah, anything. Anything. We all need to change. We all need to have a change in our lives. We all need to inject something fresh and new periodically, and that could be visiting somewhere new. It could be taking a walk in a place you've never been to before. It could be reading a new style of book. It could be painting a wall a different color. It could be anything, planting a new bush in the garden. We all need new things to freshen our perspectives. Otherwise, we stagnate. It's like when we say, oh, I had a lovely walk in the fresh air, it blew away the cobwebs. We need that. We need to freshen. It's a good way of seeing our lives from a different angle and challenging ourselves as well. If we don't challenge ourselves, we just shrivel up, don't we? Oh, lovely. That sounds amazing, Gay. Islamic pattern. Yeah, they did some fantastic art, didn't they? I mean, Islam is the root of so many amazing sciences and arts, incredible history, rich history that many of us forget, you know. I've watched some good programs on the gardens, um, the desert gardens, things like that. I think Monty Don did a series and featured the desert gardens, and just amazing, just amazing. Food. I know, Gay. So, hi, Paul. So Paul's joined us from Cwmbran. Lovely. It's a good job Mario's gone now. I'm only joking. There's nobody but you, Paul. Not even the postman. There you go, you see? It is live now. This is live. I am live right now. Dee, welcome. Paul's in Wales. He's on, one of those social garden things, conference or something. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. You find it so interesting that our brains, something so complicated, can love things as simple yet beautiful as art. Well, I think art works on many different levels, doesn't it? That's the thing. It can be as complex or as simple as you make it. For example, some of the most sophisticated art is extremely simple. Look at artists like Rothko, who, I don't know whether you're familiar with Rothko, but he did these massive paintings which were just blocks of color. And very often they're reproduced, in small prints, but we forget that a lot of them were absolutely super huge. And you can't really get what he was doing from seeing a small print. I mean, I've never seen a Rothko in the flesh, but I've seen pictures of people, looking at some of them, and the scale of them and that color, that intense color, what that can do to you. I always believe that when we paint our houses and we choose a color, we're choosing it because it's going to give us something. It's going to change our perspective in some way. It's going to influence in some way. It's going to make us feel emotionally different in some way. And that's how art, for me, works. It resonates either on a simple, colorful level where it stimulates you in some way. It stimulates the retina, stimulates the brain, or it evokes an emotional response. I mean, for example, they say that too much red can make you anxious, or it can make you feel empowered. Green can make you feel relaxed, or if it's too bright, it can make you feel very energized. So I think we use these colors as therapy in our homes. I don't think it's always about design choice. And patterns, Gay was mentioning patterns, some of the most complex mathematical patterns have such a deep meaning to them in terms of mathematics that when you look at them and see them, you don't take that in. You take in the complexity that the eye is seeing. You don't think about the mathematical equations that sit behind them, that are their secret, if you like. So, do you know what I mean? Art works in so many different ways, doesn't it? There you go. You're going to another meeting now. Okay, Paul. Okay, Ronna. Bye, Ronna. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Sarah. Well, I think we're going to start tying up now, because I've been going for an hour and 25 minutes. Sorry, I probably missed a few comments. I do apologize. Before the Dawn, D. I love the album. We did see it live. We went on the 13th of September, my birthday, and it was incredible. It was like, I mean, looking back at it now, it was like a dream. It was very dreamlike. It was surreal, and very magical, very spectacular. You kind of have to make yourself remember a lot of it, because there was so much there, so much that went on. So there you go, Dee. But I love the Before the Dawn album. Fantastic. I love it. There you go. You were there on the 13th of September as well? No way. No way. That's amazing. It was amazing to me because it was my birthday and it fell right in the middle of the run. And we were just meant to get the tickets. And we had really, really amazing tickets right in the center. I think it was the third row from the front. So it was very, very special to me, that show. And we had an amazing time. And it was really great. Yeah, I believe Bjork went to see her. Quite a few famous people went to see her. I don't think I spotted anybody the night we went. But I mean, I was just stunned. I was lucky to get the tickets, very, very lucky. We had a pre-sale event the day before they went on sale because I'd signed up to the, to her fan page. And yeah, it was just, yeah, it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yes, of course, Gay. You went on the 20th. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it was lovely. Okay, Pag, thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Pag. Okay, Claire. Bye for now. So I'm going to tie up now because my moderators have left the building and that means the trolls will get through. So I'm going to tie up and say goodbye. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me for another live chat. I hope you all have a good weekend and that the weather isn't too naughty wherever you are. I'm hoping it's very, very naughty for me and gives me lots of thunderstorms and lightning so I can film them and make some money on YouTube. Yes, no, I do, really. Yeah, have a good weekend. Thank you very much. Thanks, Anna. Oh, good, Karina, I'm pleased. Thank you, Nettie. Thank you, Zach. Thank you very much, everybody. You take care of yourselves. I'm going to sign off first. I'm going to put the phone down first. Yeah, I will. I'll do it. I'll press that button. Do you have the pay thing where we can pay? No, I don't, Anna. No, I've kind of not got to that stage yet. I do make a little tiny, tiny bit of money through the advertising now. So it's fine. I love doing this. So I do it for free because I love you all so much. Even the trolls, I love them too. Thunder and lightning, yes. Enjoy that, Minnow. Sounds divine. And you're very, very welcome. Oh, Dee. Yeah. D, believe you me, I normally get people trolling me who are normally homophobic. Yes. They just like to throw insults, thinking for some bizarre reason, me, a person that grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, think that hurling insults at me will actually offend me in some way. I know, skin thick. I know, crazy. It's 2019. I know, amazing. Incredible. I do too. Thank you, darling. I will always be as fabulous as I possibly can be. I'll try my best. You too. Oh, Carol Ann, I'm saying goodbye now, Carol Ann. I just, you know, I find it so odd that people actually can't get their head around the fact that there are gay people, there are straight people, there are trans people. You know, these are people who have always existed. It's nothing new. Always existed. We've always been here. It's just that the people at the top have discriminated against us and have been prejudiced against us and have led the people to believe that we were bad and wrong in some strange way. When it comes down to it, they're jealous of our superpowers. Yes, that's what they're jealous of. They're jealous of the fact that I can wave my hands like this and my whole house looks fabulous. And I can make a rainbow. Yeah. That I can cause floods, bad things to happen to those bigots. Yes, I can. I have that power. I have that knowledge. There we are. You're on red alert with the weather in County Clare. Oh dear. Oh dear. I hope it's not too severe for you, Storm Hannah. I'm saying goodbye now, but you're all still here. This happens every bloody week. I say goodbye and you all hang on until I press that button. Don't you? You love me so much. And I'm so grateful. I watched a fabulous film last night, actually. I don't know whether you've ever seen it. It's called Auntie Mame. I've seen it many times. Rosalind Russell. If you get a chance to see it or rent it, it's available through Amazon for rental. Auntie Mame. M-A-M-E. The gays will know it. Highly recommended. Fabulous film. Makes me feel even more fabulous every time I watch it. Kelly, hey, love. You caught me. You caught me. All right, then I'll hang on just for you, love. Because Kelly's in the house now. We've got to stay. We've got to stay. I'm loving that garden, Kelly. Absolutely loving it. Your field garden with those so neat and tidy and lovely. And those cucumbers, oh, they're going to be whoppers. Aren't they? Yes, they are. All right, I'm staying. All right. Honestly. All the shops are closing early. What, because of the storm warning? Is it that bad? Oh my goodness me. Makes me nervous. I always worry about that eucalyptus tree because I still haven't done anything about it. Oh God, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Kelly, you better not put those cucumbers out tonight, love. No. I'm jealous of her cucumbers. I think they're going to be marvellous. Now, Kelly, are they knobbly ones? Are they ribbed? because Paul did some and they were very ribbed. In fact, they were almost spiky. They had hard bits on them. Yes, they're ribbed. Oh, good. Good. To make sure you clean them properly. That came out wrong. Try not to laugh. What have you missed? We're just talking about ribbed cucumbers with knobbly bits on them. Well, hopefully it is an overreaction. Hopefully. Cucumber heaven. I do love a good cucumber. No, I do. No, honestly, I do. I always have since I was a child. Cucumbers and melons have always been my favorite. I'm not sure why. I've always liked things that are juicy and full of goodness. Yeah. I don't think you can beat them. I don't know, there's something so fresh and tasty about them. Don't you think? Cucumber sandwich. I love a cheese and cucumber sandwich. That's my favorite thing. But I don't like the cucumber thin. I like it nice and chunky and crunchy. Something you can really get your teeth into. Oh, I love a good grape. Oh no, ours have got beautiful flavour. The homegrown ones. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. A bit seedy sometimes. I don't like too seedy a cucumber. I do like a good grape. Yes, definitely. We have grapes most nights for our sort of fruit snack in front of the TV. Yeah, a nice cold juicy grape. I think it's refreshing. Yes, I like it nice and thick. Absolutely. Thick and long, not too long, because otherwise they go to waste, don't they? I know. Yeah. Armenian cucumbers, the squash that tastes like a cucumber. Lovely. We've still got a couple of squash left from last year. Yeah, the large one, the one that I call Hugh, after Hugh Jackman. Oh dear. Well, maybe the storm will have, run itself out by the time it gets to London. It is quite breezy and there are lots of clouds scudding across at the moment. So it's getting its game on, definitely. I was going to say it's freak on then. Get your freak on. Yeah, no, it's Storm Hannah, apparently. Yes, we've eaten the squash family, apart from Hugh. Is Mama still alive? No, I think she's dead too. We've eaten them all. Yes, look. Teal. They look blue on there, but they're actually sort of teal. There they are. I bought 2 pairs. I was greedy. They had an offer on. Did they have an offer on? Or am I just saying that? Force of habit. That's what I always say to Paul. They had an offer on. Yeah. Yeah, they're teal. I mean, this is green. Cameras aren't very good with blues and greens. They are nice, actually, and they've slightly redesigned because this bit here is slightly thicker. So I think there's a slight redesign. Yeah, I always say that. There was an offer on, so I bought 4. Well, you've got to if there's an offer on. No, I only bought 2, and I mean, they're not cheap. They're not cheap because they are cashmere, but for me, they're essential. They are essential because I get cold fingers, you see, cold fingers. Or you say you were sent them to try on a trial offer. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that one. I don't think Paul's watching now. I think he's in a meeting. Yeah, I have to try that one actually, Kelly. What can I use that on? Oh, I'll tell you what I have seen. No, I've got to tell you what I've seen. Well, you know me, I like a good trouser. And I do like something soft and silky. And I do like something quite tight sometimes. I've seen these fabulous leggings. Men's leggings. And they do them in metallics. It's a company called Kapow. And they do silver, gold, metallic green, holographic, psychedelic, glittery. They do these, and I've got to get some. I've got to get some. They've got an offer on. I've got to get some. I just really like the idea of metallic leggings. Hi, Nancy. Well, honey, you're lucky because I extended the show tonight on popular demand, by popular demand. Yeah. So we're extended tonight. I'll probably end up going to 2 hours. I mean, where can you get a free show for 2 hours? I mean, you can't even get that on Amazon these days to pay for a rental. No, I do. No, I do like a good trouser. I like a good skinny jean because for a 6'4.5" person, I've not got bad legs. So if one's got them, one needs to show them off. Doesn't one? Yes. Yes. So I do. I wear skinny jeans sometimes. I don't tend to wear them to work because by the time I get home, my legs have normally turned blue because the circulation's been cut off. And I find them, you know, round the waist a little bit uncomfortable. But for going out and walking and being in public, I quite like to show my legs off. Why not? You girls do. Us men can too. Yes, there we are. No, I've got some super, super tight black jeans, which are stretchy. I wear those out. Yeah, I don't worry what people think. I don't care. I just always with a man, what you've got to make sure you do is you wear good underwear because nobody wants an eye full of meat and 2 veg. Really. That's not a good look. Really. I mean, I'm not Iggy Pop. Do you know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that. No. So you have to wear good underwear. And I think it's the same for you girls as well. Nobody wants to see that camel toe, frankly. Really. But I tell you what, hold on. The thing is, what I don't wear shorts. No. Because my legs are quite good, but they're very, very white. They're almost glow in the dark. My legs don't go brown because I don't expose them, I guess. But even when I did, they take ages to go brown. They sort of go from a sort of blue color to a white color and then to a slightly less white cream color. And that's it. So I don't do shorts unless they're 3/4 length. I'll wear 3/4 length. Yeah, there we are. You've got legs for days. What does that mean? Men don't look good in shorts. I think long shorts are quite good, unless you're going to a lovely club where you're wearing something like a micro denim short. Yeah. You need underwear if you're wearing those. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, guys in skinny jeans, Nancy, that's why you've got to wear good underwear because otherwise you may as well be naked, frankly. And I don't think it's a good look you know, really. Oh, no, no, I don't find that sexy. Not at all. I don't want to see, you know, an acorn. Let's put it that way. Lovely long lean legs. Oh, I see. Lovely. Well, me too. Me too. I have got long lean legs. But they're not too bad because, you know, I walk on them. I think that's right, Nancy. I think things do need to be left to the imagination. I mean, that was the beauty of the proper strip artists, wasn't it? They never took everything off. Did they? They never revealed everything because that's the tease, isn't it? You know, nobody wants to see. I mean, it's the same goes for girls as well. I do not want to see your thong. No. No, 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 no. I don't want to see anything that's been jammed up your chocolate starfish. I really don't. No. Thank you very much. I don't want to see your buzongas either. No. No. A little bit of cleavage is perfectly fine. Bulging bazongas in my face. No, I don't think it's attractive. And it's the same for men. I don't want to see your pecs. No. And I don't want to see your meat and two veg. No, thank you. We want style, class, and taste. Unless you're around the house. You do what you like around the house, can't you? Paul and I very often walk around with no clothes on in the house of a morning. Paul goes downstairs and makes a cup of tea half naked. That's fine. Nobody can see. Really, unless Alexa's watching, which she could well be, actually. I think she's haunting me tonight. And I'm on my own too. I hope there isn't a thunderstorm. It could be frightening. Oh. Well, there you go. You have now, Nancy. You have now, love. I think so. I think we have to show off what we've got in terms of, you know, if you've got attractive legs, show them off. But you don't have to show all of them off. You know, I mean, some of these girls, they're wearing mini skirts that basically are just a large belt. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your fangita. No. No, thank you. No, I don't either, Nancy. I don't like to see myself naked either. I much prefer myself in clothes. Yeah. Beware of it. Well, beware of Alexa. Did you hear that, Alexa? They don't like you.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Don't you? She's a liar. So there we go. Yes, Kelly, that's happened to us as well. Who just randomly started playing some 80s disco music or something. I don't know. Earth, Wind and Fire the other day, I think it was. It's quite spooky, isn't it? Yeah, I know. But there we go. What would I do if Alexa wolf whistled at me? What if I was walking around naked? I'd be frightened because none of them have got cameras on them. Well, this tablet has, obviously, or else you wouldn't be able to see me. Oh, don't, Teresa. It's disgusting, isn't it? Well, yeah, absolutely, Nancy. You know what? I have nothing against makeup at all. I think makeup, I love to see beautiful makeup. I think it's incredible what makeup can achieve. But there is a certain look, isn't there, that has gone beyond trashy, really. Some of these young, beautiful young girls are wearing layers of makeup and they just don't need it. They're young and beautiful. Clearly, they haven't been told that enough. I know. Yeah. For the day. I mean, there doesn't seem to be any distinction. I don't know about you girls, but when I was young, there was such a thing as day makeup and night makeup, you know. I mean, I didn't obviously wear makeup when I was young. Well, I did in my teens, but I remember my mom saying, um, this is what you would wear in the day, and this is what you would wear at night. You put a bit more on, it's enhanced because the lighting is lower. You can get away with a bit more, But some of these girls are wearing night makeup at work. Why? You're not in a club. I don't know. I know. It's very odd, isn't it? You'd like to explore Aquaman's tattoos up close and personal. Yeah, but you know what? If I was faced with that kind of masculinity, I don't think I'd know what to do. I think I'd probably faint. Well, Brooke Shields had big eyebrows, didn't she, in the 80s? They became quite fashionable. But they draw them on with precision now, very enhanced. I mean, it's kind of, I have to say it, some girls kind of look like drag queens. They look like they've done a drag queen makeup tutorial online. It's just a bit too fake, isn't it? Human beings weren't meant to look like that, I don't think. A little enhancement here and there goes a long way. But overdone, overdone. There we go. Yeah, I think so. Enhance. And, okay, there are some people that need a good cover. Some people with skin conditions need good coverage because they feel more confident to go out. I accept that. And sometimes if you have got, a cover up makeup, you've got to sort of balance it out with other strong looks as well. That's just the way it goes. But not everybody has done that, has got that, have they? No. And the fake boo-boos. Yeah, there's a lot of it about, but quite a lot of people are having reductions now, aren't they? They're having the fake boobies taken away. Yeah, because they're causing problems now. There we go. Yes, she did pull it off. Yeah, she did pull it off, but it was done with taste and style and hugely expensive clothes. I don't think you get the same look from Primark. Yeah, subtlety and taste and style. You can't buy taste. You can if you're Audrey Hepburn because you can afford Chanel. But a lot of people, if you've got natural taste, you can shop in Primark and put together an outfit that looks, 500 bucks, So you can do it, but you need to have that foresight, don't you? Anyway, folks, come on. It's nearly 2 hours. I'm losing my voice. I need to eat. I'm famished. No, you can't. You're absolutely right. Yeah, fat bottom girls. Lovely. He is. Jason is a good-looking man, very, very beautiful to look at. But again, it's very, very enhanced masculinity, isn't it? I mean, you know, you don't get many of those walking down the street, do you really? You know. Anyway, listen, guys, come on. 1 hour 55. I've got to go. I'm going weak. I'm going weak. I need to eat. I need to have some cheese on toast because I'm not having curry again. They do make the rocking world go round, don't they? Yeah, I like that song as well. Oh, bless. Anyhow, let's not get on to some new subjects because you'll start me off and I'll be going for another hour. And besides, Erica's on at 9 o'clock. Isn't she normally on a Friday? I don't want to get too close to Erica. You're all going to need a break before Erica's show comes on, aren't you? Okay, Kelly. Well, thank you, because without you guys, there's no show, is there? Because it relies on you to watch and make it what it is and join in and interact. And that's why I do it, because I do love my YouTube community. And if you don't follow us on Facebook, please do so, Richard and Paul. And also we've got our group, Planet Vegetaria, which is doing really well. So I post regularly on there too. I post photographs, various bits and pieces that you can interact with. So, you know, if you haven't joined us on Facebook, please do. Please do. Thank you, Christine. You're very kind. You're having fish pie, 3000%. Lovely. Lovely. Love you too. You already have. I'm sure he'll watch it back at some point and have a look at the comments. Thank you, Zach. You're very kind. Take care, everybody. Have a good weekend. Enjoy whatever you do. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, do something else. Simple. Stop doing it. Do something else. Yeah, that's what I do. Normally leaves me with millions of different things to do and to finish. But that's who I am. I am what I am. I am my own special creation. I can't sing it because of copyright. Otherwise, I would. He's home tomorrow, John. He's home tomorrow afternoon. So I have to make sure I get cooking tomorrow morning and make sure I make something tasty and gorgeous for him because he likes something hot when he gets through the door. Take care, everybody. I'm saying goodbye. I really am saying goodbye now. I'm going to click the button now and say goodbye. Goodbye. Adieu, adieu. To year and year and year. Will there be a Saturday chat? No, love. No, we don't do Saturday chat. We do Sunday chat. There'll be a Sunday chat. Oh, we're going now. We're going, gone. It's been almost 2 hours. I'm losing my voice. Yes, and it's time for me to eat. One needs one's sustenance. Hi, I'm saying hi, but I'm saying bye as well. You'll have to do the rewind, love. You have to go back to the beginning and have a look and watch it all again. Because you can. Oh, yeah. So I'm saying goodbye now. I'm saying goodbye. I'm going to click the button. Oh, yeah. Gotta go. Eat my cheese on toast before I faint. I'm clicking it now. Bye. Say goodbye if you haven't already. I'm going. Bye. 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 Bye.